the wild card round first, and then I'm going to get to stats. I'm going to get to who's going to get MVP, who's going to get the AFC Offensive Player of the Year, yada yada yada. And then we're going to take a look at injuries, so the divisional games you could check out, and we could check out. You're going to see the divisional game, and then you're going to see probably the AFC Championship game, probably Thursday night at the latest. Now, the only thing I'm not going to play is the Pro Bowl. With that being said, the season is over. So we're going to get to the playoff schedule, and we're going to take a look at who's in the playoffs. Now, as you see, the Bills and the Colts. The Bills have to it looks like the Colts have to travel to Buffalo. Eagles at 49ers, Patriots at Chargers, Lions at Redskins. That could be a pretty good matchup right there. That 1 o'clock game against the Patriots heading to LA. That could be a good one. And as you see, it was a two-way tie between them Patriots and my team is the Buffalo Bills. So with that being said, that's what that looks like. Now for the team schedule, in regular season, we dominated. I mean, we did pretty good. As you taking a look at the scores, and the closest games came down to the Patriots and the Bears. If you saw this game twice, I didn't like how it started in the beginning, so that's how that goes. So with that being said, I could be seeing the Chargers instead of twice a year. I could be seeing them again. So with that being said, that is actually what the scores look like for the Chiefs this year. Your standings for your favorite teams. This is how it looks. In the AFC North, the Browns won the division 13-3. The Ravens finished 8-8. The Steelers finished 6-10, and the Bengals, of course, finished 6-10 as well. The AFC South, the Colts won the division. The Jags are 8-8. The Titans finished 4-12. The Houston Texans finished 3-13. And the NFC East, once again, this is a tiebreaker. The Patriots won the division, of course, 9-7. The Patriots got the wild card game, so they're headed to Indy. The Jets finished 6-10. The Dolphins earned the first round pick, finishing 1-15. They dropped 13 games in the season. With that being said, the Chiefs, we own the right throughout the whole playoffs, so we get home field throughout the whole playoffs. The Chargers finished 12-4. The Raiders finished 5-11. The Broncos finished 4-11-1. The NFC side of things, the Lions finished 9-7, winning their division. The Packers, once again, did not make it with even their new head coach on this game. 7-7-2. The Bears finished 6-9-1. And the Minnesota Vikings finished 5-11. And in the NFC South, the Falcons own the division at 12-4. The Panthers finished second at 10-6. The Saints finished 8-8. The Buccaneers finished in the bottom of the barrel in the division again at 6-10. And the NFC East, it was a tiebreaker again, but the Eagles win the division at 11-5. The Redskins get the wild card spot at 11-5. The the Cowboys get 8-8, and the G-Men get 7-9. In the NFC West, the Rams had the division at 12-4. The 49ers, which is my coworker and my friend Josh Austin's team, is in the playoffs at 10-6. The Cardinals finished 6-10, and the Seahawks finished 6-10. So with that being said, that's what the playoffs look like. We have first seed. In the stat department, Patrick Mahomes did not do that bad. Not too shabby. A little over 3,000 yards, 55 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, not bad. Rushing, it goes like this. I'm a little over 2,000 yards with 28 rushing touchdowns, which is not too shabby. At receiving, Tyreek Hill's over a little 1,000 yards. And I'm going to go really quick here because I don't really have time to talk all night. So with that being said, that is basically what everything looks like. Now, on kick returns, Jalen Benjamin was pretty decent. Punt returns, Tyreek Hill was pretty decent as well. But that is basically what it looks like. Now, I brought Kyle Shermer up from the practice squad. Now, what I'm going to do with Kyle Shermer is I'm most likely going to sign him to a 3-year deal at Last Chance Resigns. Now, with that being said, I'm probably going to record that and commentate on that so you guys can see that. Now, with that being said, we're going to take a look at the yearly awards on the AFC side. It looks like it's going to come down to either Patrick Mahomes or myself. Coach of the year, it's going to be Andy Reid. With that being said, on the AFC side, it looks like it's going to come down to back and forth between me and Patrick Mahomes. Defensive players of the year looks like it's going to be Myles Jack. Rookie of the year, it's going to be me. Defensive rookie of the year, it looks like it's going to be Devin Bush. Best quarterback is going to be Patrick Mahomes. Best running back is going to be me, unless Melvin Gordon can shine in the postseason. Tyreek Hill owns best wide receiver for right now. Mitchell Schwartz owns for the offensive line. Defensive line, it goes J.J. Watt, but that could change. Best linebacker, it's going to be Von Miller without a doubt. At corner, it looks like it's going to be Denzel Ward. Best kicker, Harrison Buckner is going to own that. But that's basically what that looks like for the annual awards. Now, with records, guys, this is going to be very, very unusual to show you. But with that being said, how about this? Patrick Mahomes tying the 2013 record with Peyton Manning. In rushing yards, I broke Eric Dickerson's single-season rushing yards. Rushing touchdowns, I am tied with LaDainian Tomlinson. That was my goal, to tie that. I did not want to break it my first year, so I tied it. Receiving yards, once again, Calvin Johnson owns that. Receiving touchdowns, Tyreek Hill owns the record now for most receiving touchdowns in a single season. But everything else is the same. So with that being said, that's basically what that looks like. Now, another thing I did also as well as I also dominated and going over 200 yards, rushing for 305 yards in one game to break Adrian Peterson's 2007 yards for 296. I broke it by a few. So with that being said, that's what that looks like. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, that's what everything looks like. The last thing I'm going to show you is where, if one of your favorite players are hurt. With that being said, Frank Clark is out with a dislocated elbow. The Colts have an issue as well. Cowboys don't have nobody. The Dolphins have a lot of players. The Eagles have nobody. The Falcons have a few. The 49ers have Marquise Goodwin. He's out for 15 weeks. The G-Men don't have anybody. The Jaguars are going to get Calvin Smith back, but it's kind of late with the game being, their season pretty much being in the dumps. The Jets, they have a few players, but fortunately the Jets couldn't get anything done. The Lions lost Damian Harrison Sr. The Packers, of course, lost their center. The Panthers, not in the playoffs, but they lost a linebacker. The Patriots still have Edelman that's out. Sony Michel is out still. And Josh Gordon is still out. With that being said, the Raiders are out of the season. The Rams have Todd Gurley that's out and Bryce Haggard that's out. This is not going to be good for this team right here. With TG3O being out, that could be huge. With that being said, the Redskins are in the playoffs, and they lost Chris Thompson, Reuben Foster, and Bryce Love. The Saints are not in it, but that's who they lost. The Seahawks are not in it as well. The Steelers are not in it as well. So with that being said, the Texans are not in it as well. Unfortunately, Jadeveon Clowney is out for 2 more weeks. The Titans are not in it as well, but here's what your guys lost. The Vikings are out with Xavier Rhodes and Ron Parker, but they're out with a 5-11 record. The Bears have lost Tyree Cohen and Rashard Frant. The Bengals lost Carl Lawson, but unfortunately they're out. The Bills lost Star Latule and Deion Dawkins and Wyatt Teller, and this is not good, losing Deion Dawkins or Star Latule big time in this concept. With that being said, the Broncos I don't really have to worry about. That being said, I could be seeing the Browns in the divisional matchup, maybe even the AFC Championship, probably the AFC Championship if I'm guessing correctly. But with that being said, Demarius Randall is out and Myles Garrett is out. With that being said, there is the guys that went out for the Buccaneers. The Cardinals lost a few players as well. The Chargers don't have nobody, and I'm back to the Chiefs. So with that being said, guys, that's it for now. I will catch you at the divisional game. You will not hear me because I'm going to stimulate that so you guys can see that, and then we're going to take a look at the playoff bracket for the divisional round, and then I'm going to play that divisional round so you guys can check that out. But right now we're going to advance to the divisional round to see who we're going to face in the divisional round matchup. And then once again, it looks like it's going to be the Chargers at Arrowhead Stadium. It could be a good one here because that's the third time we've seen them. So with that being said, this is what the wild card looks like. The Bills lost to the Colts by a point. The Eagles beat my friend and co-worker's team 24-17. The Eagles advance. The Chargers advance by only a good score, 27-21, and the Redskins also advanced 27-21. Wildcard Weekend was really exciting. Now the divisional round, the Chargers are heading to San Diego, the Redskins are heading to LA, the Colts are heading to Cleveland, and the Eagles are heading down to Atlanta. With that being said, I will be back to show you the scores of those three other games. Keep an eye on that ticker for the other 1 o'clock game, the Redskins versus the Rams, because you could possibly see the final there. With that being said, guys, I'm going to start the divisional game. Thursday night, I'm going to do the AFC Championship game. I'm going to talk about why I don't do the Pro Bowl so you guys know. And I will show you who got voted into the Pro Bowl as well so you guys can see that. But that's it for now, guys. I will see you in the divisional round in about maybe even 30 seconds or even less. I don't know. But that's it for now, guys. I'm your boy GamerBoy93, and I will see you all next time.